Yo, you cannot make this up. The Garner, the Garner Police Department got a special Saturday session where they say, I don't know if you can see them over there, but right over there, they got a special Saturday session where they teaching the they teaching the heads that can't read English how to drive on golf carts. They got a fucking yo, that shit is crazy. They got golf carts with cones out there teaching them how to drive. Shit crazy. Shalom, man. Shalom, shalom. I said, wow. All the truck accidents they having enough stuff like this. They giving these heads licenses that don't supposed to be having licenses driving. They can't even read English. Got licenses shit like that. But yeah, we gonna get started. Before I get started, I'm gonna say all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakadash. Salute to the men out here teaching the fullness of the scriptures in these times, to the hopeful elect, scattered abroad, unlike the true speckled bird, tabernacle with King David, 144,000 mighty men, peace, blessings, salutations, and to the remnant, men, women, children, shalom, right? Okay, once again, we out here through the spirit and power, or I'm out here through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, to bring out the truth of the scriptures to you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners, or Israelites that's going to be scattered, because I'm an Israelite foreigner. But all Israelites that's going to be scattered into all nations, they going to look like the nations, even Africa. Have heads go, oh, why y'all act like Africans can't be Israelites? That right there just don't make sense. An African can't be an Israelite. There are Israelites that live in Africa, just like there are Israelites that live in China. They're not Chinese Israelites. They're Israelites that live in China that might look like Chinese people, or live in Africa that might look like Africans. But sometimes people just look for reasons to want to argue and shit. Why y'all don't never talk about them? So this is the scripture I want to start out with. We're going to start out with this one, Sirach. I was thinking about this one all night. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach. Verse 25-7, right? Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse 7. Yeah. There be 9 things which I have judged. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. So you got this situation with Charlie, what's this dude name? Charlie Kirk. This dude Charlie Kirk, he get his his TV turned off, as what's the name would say, what's the hell, Hassan Khan. He get his TV turned off out there, right, in Utah, around other Edomites. But then, so now you got heads online talking about they ready for war, a civil war. They white man fight back. You know what I'm saying? They was talking that they was even talking about when we catch him, you need to get the death penalty. Till they found out it was a young white dude with a scholarship and everything. He got a scholar. I see he read the thing where he got a scholarship, $30,000 scholarship, and all this and all of that, or whatever the case may be. And so they looking for reasons. The blame. I even seen the governor of Utah. He came out and said, I prayed that it would be somebody else. It would be somebody from another country or something like that. He was looking for it. He wanted it to be somebody else. He wanted the white man wanted to be able to blame somebody else, man. And so you sit back and you go, oh, y'all shouldn't be celebrating and this and that and whoop de whoop whoop whoop. I even had some chick that, I know from in the past. She was like, oh, I'ma expose him. He be out there talking about he hate white people. I said, shit, I hate niggas. Shit, before the truth, I hated niggas. Well, what I supposed to have sympathy for a cracker like Johnny? I supposed to have sympathy for him? Sold to your enemies. And we watching the fall of our enemies. That's what we watching. In real time. In real time. We supposed to feel the way about it. Man, I wish I would. Got heads crying online and all of this shit. Judith chapter 8 and 16, I think. Let's go 15. Yeah, 15, 16, 19, 23. Okay, let's start at 14 and read down. Judith chapter 8, verse 14. For ye cannot find the depth of the heart of man, neither can ye perceive the things that he thinketh. Then how can ye search out the Most High, that hath made all these things, and know his mind, or comprehend his purpose? Nay, my brethren, provoke not the Lord our power to anger. For if he if he will, because again we going into it, like I said, we were sold to our enemies, and now we seeing the fall of our enemies. So now I'm going into a little bit of being sold to our enemy. Then we'll get to their fall. The Deuteronomy 30 and 7, all these curses. I'm going to put all these curses on they that hate. And all you need to see is this Charlie Kirk situation, that they still got a real big hate in their heart. They looking for, so you in Utah in a pro Charlie Kirk environment with all his fans and all of this around and all his supporters and all of this, and he end up popped. And they looking for a reason to blame black people. Now who they looking for a reason for? Some of the protests or whatever, they had lynch mobs out there, whatever, with fucking dolls, black dolls, the mannequins or whatever, lynching. This is what they had going on since this Charlie Kirk thing. Judith chapter 8:14. For ye cannot find the depth of the heart of man, neither can ye perceive the things that he thinketh. Then how can ye search out the Most High, that hath made all these things, and know his mind, or comprehend his purpose? Nay, his brethren, provoke not the Lord our power to anger. For if he will not help us within these 5 days, he hath power to defend us when he will, even every day, or to destroy us before our enemies. We were sold to our enemies. And so they see us in this sunken state, this low level right now, and they think they got the upper hand. They feeling good. All day that walk by, hiss and clap the hand. What's that? Lamentations 2:15, 16. Matter of fact, let's get it. Let's get it. When we come back to this one. That's how they feel. They feeling good about themselves right now. They feeling good. But we watching them fall, and as they fall, they gonna blame us. They gonna blame us. Every chance they get, the so-called white man is gonna say, it's your fault. It's your fault. You did it. Leave our country. This the shit they saying. This ain't your country. And if you gonna say leave your country, if you gonna say the people that y'all brought over here on the ships, If we gotta leave, what about all the immigrants that came afterwards? What about the Italians, the Ellis Island niggas and all that? What about them? But no, they focus on us. Why? Because they hate us. Let's go Lamentation 2 and 13. What thing, what thing shall I take to witness for thee? What thing shall I liken to thee, O daughter of Jerusalem? What shall I equal to thee, that I may comfort thee, O virgin daughter of Zion? For thy breach is great like the sea. Who can heal thee? Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee, and they have not discovered thine iniquity, to turn away thy captivity, but have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss, they gnash the teeth, they say, We have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we look for. We have found, we have seen. The Lord have done that which he had devised. He have fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. We was reading that in Judah. We was reading that in Judah. The Lord have done that which he had devised. He have fulfilled his word that he have commanded in the days of old. He have thrown down and have not pity, and he have caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. He have set up the horn of thine adversaries. Yeah, man. The Lord did that. But we started out with Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 25 and 7. To see the fall of our enemy, and that's what we watching. We watching them fall, and they gonna go down. Remember that scene at the end of Terminator? Remember that scene at the end of Terminator when you drop the Terminator thing, the liquid one, and you put him in the joint, and he flapping around, and you see all of the people that he was before he was in there. That's dumb. That's how they gonna be. They gonna go down swinging, fighting, crying, clawing. That's what they gonna do. They not gonna go down easy. This place ain't gonna go down easy. Esau not gonna fall from his lofty perch that he done set up in his mind, physically and mentally. This lofty perch that he set up, he not gonna go down, and he gonna blame us. He gonna blame us. You in Utah. The population for black people in Utah is very, very small. You in Utah in a pro-you situation, in a place surrounded by all your supporters, and you get popped, and y'all online trying to look for a way to blame us. Judah chapter 8 verse 15. For if he will not help us within these 5 days, he have power to defend us when he will, even every day, or to destroy us before our enemies. Do not bind up the counsels of the Lord our power, for the Most High is not a man that he may be threatened, neither is he as the son of a man that he should be wavering. Therefore, let us wait for salvation of him. He beat us down in front of our enemies, even like we was reading from the days of old. Here go the days of old. He beat us down before our enemies, but we not going to be the ones out here doing nothing. Ain't no, yeah, you see certain groups out here marching around and all of that and this and that. The Lord ain't wanting us to rise up no army. When the Lord come, he gonna pick his army. Who he gonna send out there? He don't want us to do nothing. All we gotta do is sit back. You already see what's happening. You ain't gotta do nothing. Therefore, Judah 8 and 17. Therefore, let us wait for salvation of him, even with the shit with these truck situations. You, America is so fucking stupid and greedy. Stupid and greedy that they let all these people come into this nation and they gave them 18-wheeler CDL trucking licenses and trucking companies, and they got people on the road driving pretty much iron trains, missiles, vehicles of destruction. They got these heads out here on the thing, and they still pulling up. You got still little dot heads pulling up right now. They over there teaching them so they can put these people on the road. And you don't think that that's gonna be a problem? You got all these people ahead can't even read exit. The dude, I seen the cop asking him, yo, what does exit mean? He couldn't even tell the cop what exit means. The fucking on the sign exit with the arrow pointing this way. And he out here with a CDL license. How did he get a CDL license? Because Esau gave it to him. Crafty counsel. I'm gonna bring these people in, and so now I'm gonna lay off, and it's gonna get harder for the trucking, the CDL drivers of America. He's stupid and greedy. Stupid and greedy. Judah chapter 8 and 18. For there arose none in our age, neither is there any now in these days, neither tribe, nor family, nor people, nor city among us which worship gods made with hands, as hath been aforetime. For the which cause our fathers were given to the sword, and for a spoil, and had a great fall before our enemies. But we know none other God, therefore we trust that he will not despise us, nor any of our nation. For if we be taken so, all Judea should lie waste, and our sanctuary should be spoiled, and he will require the profanation thereof at our mouth, and the slaughter of our brethren, and the captivity of our country, and the desolation of our inheritance, will he turn upon our heads among the Gentiles. Wheresoever we shall be in bondage, and we shall be an offense and a reproach to all them that possess us, for our servitude shall not be directed to favor, but the Lord our power shall turn it to dishonor. Now therefore, O brethren, let us show an example to our brethren, because their hearts depend upon us, and the sanctuary and the house and the altar rest upon us. Moreover, let us give thanks to the Lord our power, which triumphed us, even as he did our fathers. Yeah, man. It's only a few select men out here, a few select women, a few select people out here that the Lord gave the understanding of. The rest, the elect have obtained it, and the rest was blinded. So you have a few people out here that in their heart, in their mind, and by their deeds, they're showing the Lord that, hey man, we understand we went off. We sorry. We understand why we in the hands of our enemy. And we understand by praying, by trying to do your best, by calling on the true names of the Lord, that hey, we're going to see and sooner or later we're going to see the fall of our enemy. And America is crumbling. America is crumbling. America is crumbling. You got how much 800, no, 300 and something thousand black women done been laid off. Yeah, because y'all didn't need no man. Y'all thought y'all degrees and this and this and that. It's hard out here for a so-called black woman now. It's hard. It's hard. But you can't tell them nothing. They smart. Yeah, they smarter than us. They trusting in this place. Roads ain't safe no more. Baruch, let's get to it. Baruch chapter 4 and let's go 13. Baruch chapter 4 and 13. Hey, Shalom, brother. Shalom, man. Y'all by Shem, y'all Shah Barakatah. Shalom, sister. Shalom, man. Baruch chapter 4 and 13. They knew not his statutes, nor walked in the ways of his commandments, nor trod in the paths of discipline in his righteousness. Let them that dwell about Zion come and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting have brought upon us. Yeah, again, the Lord put us in the hands of our enemies, man, for a certain amount of time, man. It's not going to be forever. They not going to reign forever. Sooner or later, the Lord going to return, man. Measure down the times diligently in itself. Sooner or later, the Lord is going to return, man. And prior to the Lord returning, you going to see this place crumble, man. This place is crumbling right before our eyes, man. Baruch chapter 4 and 14. Let them that dwell about Zion come and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting have brought upon them. For ye have brought a nation upon them from far, a shameless nation, and of a strange language, who neither reverence old men nor pity child. Yeah, they was doing crazy stuff when they had the rights to do it, man. When they had the law behind them, they had the government behind them, they was able to get away with certain things. Even, you think just about slavery and all that. Man, in the 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and into the 60s, they were still able to take land, kill black people, get away with it in small towns. The sheriff will let them off, or this or that, or whatever. And we just chalked it up with that's white people. That's just their way. That's just how they do. But we stuck together more. But then right after that, hey, come the 70s, the white man said, oh, well, we got to do it another kind of way. And they came up with all these other tricks to divide up into this and that and to turn the women and the family and destroy that. And look where we at right now. Look where we at right now. 19, Baruch 4:19. Go your way, O children, go your way, for I am left desolate. I have put off clothing of peace, and put upon me the sackcloth of my prayer. I will cry unto the everlasting in my days. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Lord, and he shall deliver you from the power of the hands of your enemy. Going back to what I was saying, man. Like in what it's saying, Revelation 11 and 8. I mean, not 11 and 8, 11 and 13. Great fear fell upon them. Let me get it. I mean, it's crazy. The police department having a special Saturday class with all the Indians, Elamites over there, or whatever the case, maybe some Ishmaelites over there, and they teaching them the Indians and the stands and all of that, giving them a driving class with golf carts. This is what I'm looking at right now. That's crazy. Revelation 11 and 13. No, 11 and 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet a great and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Yeah, man. This is what the great army ain't us marching around like marching the wooden soldiers. No, it's the great army standing up and proclaiming, professing that, Lord, we understand what happened. We understand in the land of our captivities they shall remember themselves. So that great army is us standing up, acknowledging our offenses. That's what the Lord wants. The Lord wants us to acknowledge our offenses and call on Him. Hosea, right? Hosea chapter 5 and 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early. That's all. That's what the Lord wants. The Lord wants us as a nation to stop being stiff-necked, to turn back to the Lord, to remember the covenant, remember the oath, the oath that we said, yo, we promise to do all that you say. That's what the Lord wants. Where is that? Exodus, right? And Moses, Exodus 24 and 3. And Moses came and told the people all the words of the Lord and all the judgments, and all the people answered with one voice and said, all the words which the Lord hath said we will do. That's it. That's what the Lord wants. But Israel, my people, oh stiff-necked, rebellious, hard-headed, stiff, iron-headed, ass, hard-headed ass Israelites, they don't want to listen. That's all we need. You don't need to do nothing else. All you gotta do is acknowledge your offenses, call on the true names of the Lord, and the Lord gonna put us back up right where we supposed to be. Baruch chapter 4 and 22 again. For for my hope is in the everlasting, that he will save you, and joy is come unto me from the Holy One, because of the mercy which shall soon come upon you from the everlasting our Savior. For I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but the Most High will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. Okay, yeah. Like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. My children suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High. For thine enemy, for thine enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction. But shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. My delicate ones, my delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. Like I said, that's all the Lord wants, man. The Lord don't, you ain't got to force the Lord hand. You ain't going to speed up the clock. We not going to speed up the clock. All we got to do is acknowledge our offenses, turn back to the Lord, understand why we in the position we in, call on the true names of the Lord, and once everybody that's supposed to get it got it, they gonna get it. I like that one. Once everybody get it that got it, that's supposed to get it, they gonna get it. What it say? What's that? Wait upon me, saith the Lord, right? Till I rise up. Baruch 4 and 27 again. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. For he that hath brought these plagues, for he that hath brought these plagues upon you, shall bring you everlasting again with your salvation. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are they that afflicted thee. All the tears, all the crying and whining and red-faced Edomites this week because this racist, big-headed head got his TV turned off. You should have seen all of the videos they posting, crying, whining. President Trump talking about he flying the flag at half mast. How you flying the flag at half mast for this racist piece of garbage? He off the plane. He off the plane got soldiers and all of that carrying his casket and everything like that. The vice president go down there to see his body. What? But you'll have heads talk about that America ain't racist. What is that? What is that? Would they do that for Minister Farrakhan? Minister Farrakhan go not here no more? Pass on? Minister Farrakhan pass on? If they gonna fly the flag at half mast? He's saying the same pretty much, talking sounding just like Charlie. In the eyes of the so-called white man, he the same thing. Is they gonna do all that for Minister Farrakhan? No, they not. No, they not. They ain't gonna care. It'll be a lot of people all around America upset, crying over Minister Farrakhan passing away or whatever. They ain't gonna do that. President, vice president ain't going to talk. They ain't gonna be the military carrying Minister Farrakhan. Not that he would want that anyway. The Nation of Islam is not having that. I can see them showing up in the FOI, Fruit of Islam, out there like y'all ain't getting nowhere near him, devils. Baruch chapter 4 and 30. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons, for as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. And her pride shall be turned into mourning. So it's gonna go. This place gonna go out bitter. It came in bitter. It's gonna come out. It's gonna go out bitter. Drip, tears, and all of the shit that they did, man. Come on, man. Get out of here, man. Let's go. I'm trying to think which way I want to go. Let's keep going down. Let's get that Maccabees. I'm in here already. Maccabees 2. In here. Let's stay in the apocrypha. Maccabees chapter 2 and 2nd Maccabees 2 and how's the first Maccabees? Yeah, it's first Maccabees. And you got all kind of coons. The coons is popping out of the woodworks with that that meme That Samuel L. Jackson meme where he hugging Leonardo DiCaprio. The coons is popping out this week. They popping out. Oh, Massa, they done hurt Massa. They done hurt. And all y'all, Stephen A. Smith, all y'all making fun and rejoicing and celebrating. Shut the hell up. Let's go Second Maccabees chapter, First Maccabees 2:7. He said, "Woe is me! Wherefore was I born to see this misery of my people and of the holy city, and to dwell there, when it was delivered into the hand of the enemy, when it was delivered into the hand of the enemy, and a sanctuary into the hand of strangers. Her temple is become as a man without glory." Hey, shalom, shalom, brother. Brother Yakarab, shalom, beloved. First Maccabees chapter 2 and 7 again. He said, "Woe is me, wherefore was I born to see this misery of my people and of the holy city, and to dwell there, when it was delivered into the hand of the enemy, and the sanctuary into the hand of strangers. Her temple is become as a man without glory. Her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity. Her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity. Her infants are slain in the streets." Wasn't they throwing cutting the wounds out of pregnant women's stomachs? Wasn't they tossing our children to alligators? Wasn't they tossing and feeding our children to hogs, and then turn around and making you eat the hogs that they fed the children to? Wasn't they doing that here in America? Nah, they wasn't doing that. They wasn't doing that. Oh no, that's critical race theory. That's too that's too negative to teach in school. Even the thing with the back to the Utah governor. The Utah governor said he prayed that it wouldn't be one of us that that did this, that turned Charlie TV off out there. He prayed, right? And he said, because we don't do that in America. And I'm like, what America he talking about? He must be talking about a fictitious America. Because in America, that's what you do. Going all the way back to Abraham Lincoln. That's what they do. They assassinate people. Lincoln, JFK brother, MLK, Malcolm X. They said the feds had something to do with that. That's what they do here. They assassinate people. I don't know what America he talking about. That's what they do. The dude that had said he had something on the Clintons, he ended up mysteriously deleting himself or whatever. The black dude that was down with the Clintons and all of that stuff, he disappeared. The building number 9 where a lot of this evidence and all of that shit the image, the plane images that they had showed you that went into the CGI, I think it is CGI or whatever AI images of the planes they had going into the building. When you know what really was, it looked like a demolition, a controlled demolition where the building fell straight down like this. Ain't no plane hit that third building. Ain't no plane hit the third building, building number 9. That's where they had all of the FBI files at. That joint for that's what they do here in America. That's what they do. But no, according to the Utah governor the other day, oh, I was praying because that's not what we do here in America. I didn't want it to be one of us. What? Timothy McVeigh blew up all them people, man. Place full of shit, man. First Maccabees, chapter 2 and 9. Her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity. Her infants are slain in the streets. Her young men with the sword of his enemy. What nation have not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? Yeah. All that clap walk by the clap hits. All of them, man. That's why Esau right now, he letting all these other nations come in here and do what they want. And you got the other Edomites crying online, whining online. But hey, it's your government that's doing it. It's your government that gave out all these work visas. And then not on top of just giving out the work visa, one work visa, they allowed to bring in 10 or 12 family members off one work visa. So not only do you got that individual here, they bringing their whole families in here now. This is what's going on here. But then you'll turn around and they blaming the black men. They blaming us. Even the black politicians, they all puppets. Oh, what about Obama? Obama was a fucking Hamite, an African. He wasn't black. He looked like you, but he wasn't you. That's why he went in there and did all the rainbow shit. First Maccabees, chapter 2 and 10. What nation have not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? All her ornaments are taken away. Of a free woman, she is become a bond slave. And behold, our sanctuary, even our beauty and our glory is laid waste, and the Gentiles have profaned it. To what end, therefore, shall we live any longer? Yeah, man, to what end? Till when the Lord, till the time is up. Till the time is up. Till the time of the Gentiles. What's that, Luke, right? 24:21, right? Talk about everything being thrown down and the temple and all this. Let's get it right. What it say? 24 and 21. Or 21 and 24. Yep. Yeah, Luke chapter 21 and 24, red letter. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive. We were just reading that in Second Maccabees, right? First Maccabees, right? Everything was carried away. Our goodly things, our children, our sons is carried away captive, falling by the edge of the sword, right? And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive unto all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. That's how long. That's till when? Till the Lord say punishment over. Just like when you punishing your child, you put your child on timeout, whether it's over there in the corner with their hands up, or they doing a little squatting thing like this, or whatever, in the corner with their nose pressed against the wall, until you get in the spirit hit you and you say, all right, come on out there. Get up, stop, you punishment over or whatever. Same thing with the Lord. Same thing with the Lord. Let's get a couple more of these though. 25, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and the stars. You had the blood moon the other day, man. You had the blood moon the other day, and people was wilding out with that blood moon. You had the I seen the a Spanish Northern Kingdom chase down a Elamite, Indian, Pakistani, and one of them has I think a sheep with the turban on his head, and beheaded him. Chased him down with a machete and chopped his head off. It was on Twitter, online. I'm like, sheesh. But even with that, they was talking, and we was like, yo, how y'all get us in this? But then the person said, oh, if that was a black person, this and that posted. And I'm like, we was all like, yo, what? How you get a black person in this? And we ain't in that at all. Yeah, I just seen that video the other day. I seen a video with I sent it to the brother too. I sent it to the brother. I said, yo, you seen this video, bro? The Eve, I guess she must have crashed into the back of this Edomite vehicle at the stoplight, a stop sign or whatever. And he was like a buff. He was like buff, kind of like one of these type of dudes. And she come out and she pulled out a gun on him. And she got the gun and she got it in his face and doing this and doing that. And they turned the camera away, and you could hear him punch her. He hit her and slammed her on the ground. Then the camera went back to her. She was already on the, but before she went to the ground, let a shot off. So she had the joint, one in the chamber and all of that. And a shot went off at the ground. Then the camera turned away. He hit her, slammed her to the ground, took the gun away from her, unlodged it and everything. She knocked out on the ground. Like, people is wilding out now. This is a time to be more spiritual. Less physical, more spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Not you gotta be, and you gotta even be thinking. You gotta even. The other day I'm driving. I go to meet my woman somewhere, and she in her car, I'm in my car, and so we stopped. And when I seen her stop, gave a little embrace like that, and then we got in our vehicles and we paused for a little bit. This is true stories. We paused for a little bit, maybe like 30 seconds or something like that. And so when we turned out to go on to the strip, to go down the road, right in front of us, maybe about 6 or 7 cars in front of us, accident, boom. Chick hit the back of the dump truck and spent sideways or whatever like that. And I was sitting there watching it at the light. So now I'm thinking in my mind, damn, if we would have been a minute earlier, we might have been in that shit right there. Just that quick, an accident, boom, and she was tore. The car was tore up. The car was turned sideways on a 2-strip, little 55-mile-an-hour little joint right there in front of me, bam. So yeah, this not the time for the bullshit, man. This not the time for the bullshit. Luke 21:25, and there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth, the stresses of nations, with perplexity, the sea, and the waves of roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear. Men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Yeah, man. We getting closer to those times, man. We getting closer to those times, man. We getting closer to those times. And as we get closer, the closer we get. And the men is out here telling you, the closer we get, and you better start expecting these things to happen, man. You need to expect that, oh damn, this shit ain't got nothing to do with black people. That shit out there in Utah, it ain't got nothing to do with black people. But damn, they talk about us now. How we getting this? What we got to do with this? Hey, you need to expect that. Jacob's trouble gonna come, man. Jacob's trouble is gonna come, man. Despite what you believe and what the pastor is not telling you, Jacob's trouble is going to come, and it's going to get rough out here. And this is the Lord stirring up the pot. Second Esdras 3 and 27. Let's go 23. Second Edges 3 and 23. So the times passed away, and the years were brought to an end. Then didst thou raise thee up a servant called David, whom thou commandest to build the city unto thy name, unto thy name, and to offer incense and oblations unto thee therein. When this was done many years, then they that inhabited the city forsook thee, and in all things did even as Adam and all his generations had done, for they also had a wicked heart. And so thou gavest thy city over into the hands of thy enemies. Huh? The Lord is always the one that gave us over into the hands of our enemies, man. So where we at? If you call yourself the children of God and all of this, where would you be at now? You in the hands of your enemies, man. Yeah, they had a special thing. They had a special session today. No bullshit, yo. They had a special session today where they was. Here come the truck right now. I'm waiting for him to. Is he gonna turn this way? Yeah. Watch this. They had a special session today. Yeah, he had a special session with fucking golf carts. That's this bullshit right here. A special session teaching the Indians how to motherfucking drive on go-karts with cones over there at the police station. I, I'm speechless. They had a special session driving class for the Indians over there today. I ain't never seen no shit like that in none of the states I ever lived in. Have I seen some shit like that? And he looking at me. Yeah, because y'all know y'all was doing some sucker shit. And that's a county vehicle. And you know that was done with taxpayer money. Meanwhile, they raising up my motherfucking taxes on the mortgage. The shit done went up another $200 this year, a month. This fucking place, man. Second Edges, chapter 3 and 27. 25 again. When this was done many years, then they that inhabited the city forsook thee, and in all things did even as Adam and all his generations had done, for they also had a wicked heart. And so thou gavest thy city over into the hands of thine enemies. Are their deeds then any better that inhabit? Are their deeds then any better that inhabit Babylon? That they should therefore have the dominion over Zion? For when I came thither and had seen impieties without number, then my soul saw many evildoers in this 13th year, so that my heart failed me. For I have seen For I have seen how thou sufferest them sinning, and hasn't spared wicked doers, and has spared wicked doers, and has destroyed thy people, and has preserved thy enemies, and has not signified it. I do not remember how this may I have not remembered how this way may be left. Are they then of Babylon better than they of Zion? Or is there any other people that know of thee besides Israel? Or what generation has so believed in thy covenants but as Jacob? And yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor hath no fruit. For I have gone there, here and there through the heathen, and I seen that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments. Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in a balance, and theirs also that dwell in the world. And so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Thou shalt find that Israel by name have kept thy precepts, but not the heathen. Yeah, man. They not giving you the truth of the scriptures. They don't believe. They don't believe. And so Edris was even make, yo, Lord, man, you beating your people down. What about these niggas, man? When you gonna get them? When you gonna get them? The Lord saving it up, man. To the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. But we gonna see the fall of our enemies, man. Let's get some of that. Let's get that jerk. Let's get that number. Let's get some of that. Let's get some of that. Jeremiah, Deuteronomy. Let's start with Deuteronomy 30:2. Lord gonna put it on y'all, just like he put it on us, man. And you figure the prophets that came after Moses, they like, all right, Moses said they gonna get their ass kicked. When, Lord? When you gonna kick their ass? Prophecies, everything had to be fulfilled in the Bible, man. We had to be over here. We had to go through slavery. We had to go through all of this over here. We had to go through it, man. Deuteronomy chapter, let's start up. 30:7, let's go. Let's start at 1 and read that. Deuteronomy 30:1. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether the Lord thy power have driven thee. See, we had to be driven into all nations, man. We had to be scattered. We had to go through it, man. And shall return unto the Lord thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that then the Lord will turn thy captivity, captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations, whether the Lord thy power have scattered thee. Making me think about this one right here. Let's get this one. Jeremiah chapter 30:10. Therefore fear not thou, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. From the land of their captivity. Wasn't we brought captive here? The Lord gonna save us, man. We ain't gotta do nothing. We ain't gotta go practice our marksman skills. We ain't got to go suit up and boots and armor and all. We ain't gotta do none of that shit. The Lord got us, man. The Lord got us, man. The Lord gonna get us right, man. Cause all you gonna do is you go and get out there and start fighting and picking up rifles and this and that, and you got you a compound now, and your compound is fortified and this and that. All they gonna do is drop bombs on you. That's all they gonna do is drop bombs on you. Drones and this and that. That's all they gonna do. That's all they gonna do. Poison the water, cut off your electricity, have bright light shining on you, noise deprivation, sleep deprivation. This all they gonna do to you. You ain't gonna out-weapon Esau in his homeland. Stupidity. Therefore, Jeremiah 30:10, therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of thy captivity, and Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. For I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee. Though I make full end of all nations, whether I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure. I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. For thus saith the Lord, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines. All thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not, for I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins were increased. Why criest thou for thine afflictions? Thy sorrow is incurable, for the multitude of thine iniquity, because the sins were increased. I have done these things unto thee. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, right? Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. He that leadeth into captivity will go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Right? Ain't that how I go? Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, This is Zion, who no man seeketh after. Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling places. And the city shall be built upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, and the voice of them that make merry, and I will multiply them, and they shall not be few, and I will glorify them, and they shall not be small. Yeah. Oh, let's jump down. Well, let's keep reading it. The 20. I stopped at 19. Let's keep going now to 24. 20. Their children also shall be aforetime as a beginning, and their congregation shall be established before me, and I will punish all that oppress them. We still oppressed here, man. We still oppressed here. You can say all you want to. We are still oppressed here. Say all you want to, man. They do it different kind of ways, man. If you can't feel it and see it, then you don't know what you talking about. You go and earn a salary. You earn a salary. They get their money out the salary before you get paid. The tax is already gone when you get your check. So they got paid out your check, your hard work before you. After you, they done already taxed you. You go spend money at the store, they tax you. You save up money off of the money that they already taxed or whatever, and you give it to your children. They tax that. You buy a house. They tax the house every year that you own the house. Then when you go to sell it at the end, you leave it to your children, and they go to sell it or whatever. They gonna get taxed on the money they made off of it. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got a car that you got to pay taxes on every year. I own the car, I still got to pay taxes on it. What the fuck am I paying taxes on? I own it. All I should be paying for is my tax. Why I got to pay taxes and tax on the car that I done bought in 2019? In 2025, I'm still paying taxes on a fucking car, man, that I own. Fucking ridiculous, man. And their nobles shall be of themselves, and their governor shall proceed from the midst of them, and I will cause him to draw near, and he shall approach unto me. For who is this that engageth his heart to approach unto me, saith the Lord? And ye shall be my people, and I will be your power. Behold, this is what I wanted to get. Jeremiah 30 and 23. Behold, the whirlwind of the Lord goeth forth with fury, a continual whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, right? The fierce anger of the Lord shall not return until he have done it, and until he perform the intents of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it. Yeah, man. We are in the latter days, man. We are in the latter days. You could tell the stress factor in America is going up. It's stress everywhere, man. If I put the time limits on Section 8, that's stressful. Food stamps situation, they put in more thing, that's stressful. Gonna force people to change their eating habits, force people to limit how they eat, what they eat. The job market is getting tighter. He studied bringing in people daily to compete with the Americans that's already here, that's already having a hard time finding jobs. He bringing more people in to compete with that. The roads is getting more crowded. Housing is getting harder to find. But meanwhile, they got programs where they helping to take care of the immigrants. Deuteronomy chapter 30 and 3. That then the Lord thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord thy power hath scattered thee. If any of thine be driven out unto the uttermost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy power gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee, and the Lord thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good, and multiply thee above thy fathers, and the Lord thy power will circumcise thine heart, and the heart of thy seed to love the Lord thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. And this is what we see, man. This is what we see. Right? They trying to say MLK assassination, it was like Charlie Kirk. Okay, like Apostle Tahar say, let's run with that thing. Let's run with that. Years ago, that guy wouldn't have got popped. Years ago, Charlie Kirk would have died old, an old cracker. But what happened? The same thing happened to MLK. Hey, he got assassinated. They turned his TV off. They punched his clock. And I ain't out here celebrating, but I don't give a good googly goo. I don't care that man got popped. I don't care. I don't care. It's funny though. It's funny, and not like ha funny. It's ironic. That's what it is. Addition to Esther 14 and 6. But that right there. You know, and you see people go, oh, that's disrespectful. Okay, let's run with it. Like you said, let's run with it that he's like MLK. Well, in the 50s, that cracker would not have to worry about nobody touching. He would have been fine. Around in a place with a bunch of other crackers, he'd have been fine. Not no more. Let's go. Addition to Esther 14. Let's get 3. Yeah, 14 and 3. And she prayed unto the Lord, and she prayed unto the Lord power of Israel, saying, O Lord, O my Lord, thou only art our king, help me, desolate woman, which have no helper but thee. For my danger is in mine hand. From my youth up I have heard in the tribe of my family that thou, our Lord, tookest Israel from among all people, and our fathers from all their predecessors, for perpetual inheritance, and thou hast performed whatsoever thou didst promise them. And now we have sinned, and now we have sinned before thee. Therefore hast thou given us unto the hands of our enemies, because we worship their gods, O Lord. Thou art righteous. Nevertheless, it satisfieth them not that we are in bitter captivity, but they have stricken hands with their idols. Sold to our enemies. Okay, yeah, that's going back to sold to our enemies. Nah, I was off of that part. Let's get back to it. Putting it back on our enemies. Back on our enemies. Yep, sold our enemies because we was going off. So yeah, let's get back so we can get back focused. Numbers. Numbers chapter 24:14. Yeah, exactly. Numbers chapter 24. Numbers chapter 24:14. And now behold, I go unto my people. Now behold, I go unto my people. Come therefore, and I will advertise thee, or advise thee. It's not advise. Advertise thee what this people shall do to thy people in the latter day. Yeah, this is what's going to be done to this people in the latter day. The Lord going to jack them up, man. Lord going to jack them up. Let's go. Let's get this one right here. Lord going to jack them up. Obadiah chapter 15 and 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. Yeah. Sooner or later, the Lord gonna punish all these heads, man. And this is what you see in the fall of our enemy. Our enemies beginning to be punished, man. You had Esau round up what 500 North Koreans. After North Korea said they gonna invest money, Esau went to the plant over there where they was working and all of this. They rounded everybody up, put them on the plane, and sent them back. Matter of fact, North Korea said we gonna send a plane to get our people, man. They pissed off. This is what you see in the crack and the crumble. Trying to see which way we gonna go. We gonna keep going down that way. Let's keep going down that way, Isaiah. Yeah, I be writing up the lesson, and then I have arrows. I have arrows from this precept going over here to another topic, Another title with some precept and over here and that way. It looked like you would see it. It looked crazy. Because you know, I start reading, I'm reading the scriptures and I'm like, oh, okay, and off of that precept, I could go over here and be over here with that and this and this. Let's go Isaiah 10 and 12. Wherefore it shall come to pass that when the Lord hath performed his whole work upon Mount Zion and on Jerusalem, I will punish the fruit of the stout heart of the king of Assyria and the glory of his high looks. For he saith, by the strength of my hand I have done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent, and I have removed the bounds of the people, and have robbed their treasures, and I have put down the inhabitants like a villain, like a valiant man. And my hand have found as the nest the riches of the people, and as one gathereth eggs that are left, have I gathered all the earth, and there was none that moved the wing or opened the mouth or peeped. Shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith, or shall the sword magnify itself against him that shaketh it? As if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up, or as if the staff should lift up itself, as if it were no wood. Therefore shall the Lord of hosts, send among his fat ones leanness, and under his glory he shall kindle a burning, like the burning of a fire. 23. Isaiah 10 and 23. For the Lord power of hosts shall make a consumption, even determined in the midst of all the land. Therefore thus saith the Lord power of hosts, O my people that dwelleth in Zion, be not afraid of the Assyrian. He shall smite thee with the rod, and shall lift up his staff against thee after the manner of Egypt. For yet a very little while, and the indignation shall cease, and my anger in their destruction. And my anger in their destruction. Again, man, we was put here for a certain amount of time and under the hands of our enemies to endure till the Lord rise up and come back and kick their teeth in, man. But before the Lord kick their teeth in, the Lord gonna trip them up. The Lord gonna make them stumble. The Lord gonna do shit like this right here at signs. Because in the 50s, you go back to the 1800s, the 1900s, 1930, 1940, that kid Charlie Kirk wouldn't have got popped. He wouldn't have got popped. They would have been loving him, worshiping this type of white man. They ain't worshiping him. And for it to be one of their own to take him out. So you know, you might even be able to say that, hey, that might have been an Israelite. In the spirit, that dude was like, this guy ain't white. But then at the end of the day, there be spirits created for vengeance. These spirits is just out here waiting to pop off. Let's get Jeremiah. 25, right? Jeremiah 25 and 12. Right? All these curses gonna go on up. God's punishment of Babylon, right? And it shall come to pass when 70 years are accomplished that I will punish the king of Babylon and that nation, saith the Lord, for their iniquity and the land of the Chaldeans, and I will make it perpetual desolation. And I will bring upon that land all my words which I have pronounced against it, even all that is written in this book, which Jeremiah hath prophesied against all nations. For many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of them also, and I will recompense them according to their deeds and according to their works in their own hands. For thus saith the Lord power of Israel unto me, take the wine cup of his fury at my hand, and cause all nations to whom I send thee to drink. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad because of the sword that I will send among them. Then took I the cup of the Lord's hand and made all the nations to drink unto whom the Lord has sent me. Yeah, man, they gonna drink of the cup, man. They drinking of the cup. The cup that in 1968, when MLK, the great leader that the blacks looked up to, he was a great speaker, and they reverenced him and all that. He got his lights turned off, his lights turned out, his TV turned off. Just like we had to deal with that in 68. In 2025, they dealing with it. You got them all crying, upset, this and that. It was a great loss for the nation, and whoopty 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 whoop. That's them curses reversing, man. You figure a redneck supposed to be safe in redneck land up there. He's supposed to be safe up there. That's what he thinking. He's sitting up there, legs folded and shit, Indian style, on the table, chilling and stuff like this. He good. He was good up there. He was good. No, he wasn't. He thought he was good. Lamentation chapter 3. Lamentation 3, let's start at 55. I called upon thy name, O Lord, out of the low dungeon. Thou hast heard my voice. Hide not thine ear at my breathing, at my cry. Thou drewest near in the day that I called upon thee. Thou saidest, fear not. We read that, fear not, O Jerusalem, right? You get that in Isaiah, fear not, O Jacob, thou worm, right? Thou drewest near in the day that I called upon thee. Thou saidest, fear not. O Lord, thou hast pleaded the cause of my soul. Thou hast redeemed my life, O Lord. Thou hast seen my wrong, judged that my cause. Thou hast seen all their vengeance and all their imaginations against me. Thou hast heard their reproach, O Lord, and all their imaginations against me. The lips of those that rose up against me, and their device against me all day. Behold, behold, they're sitting down and they're rising up. I am their music. Render unto them a recompense. Render unto them a recompense, O Lord, according to the work of their hands. Give them sorrow of heart. Thy curse unto them. Persecute and destroy them in anger from under the heavens of the Lord. Yeah, man. That's what we supposed to be praying. That's what we praying on. We praying on the Lord to come get these people, man. Take us back to the land, man. Give us a new heart, a new mind, new body. Give us an inheritance. Where is our inheritance, oh Lord? Where that's at? Where that's at? Right? Where's our inheritance, Lord? How long, Lord? 2nd Ezra 6 and 54. And after these Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes, the Israelites' sake. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands, the hands of our enemies. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? Yeah, man. This is what we looking for. We, according to his promise, look forward to a new kingdom wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. We waiting on the Lord to come get these people, man. So what we seeing now is the fall of our enemy, because the Lord is putting the curses on our enemies, man. And you see the correlation right there, man. You see the correlation right there. 1968, what's that? 40 something years ago, 45 years ago, 50, whatever amount of years ago, it was MLK, the leader of the black community, a great speaker, an inspiration to the black community. Cut down, right? Alabama, right? Fast forward to 2025. Charlie Kirk, a great speaker to them, a great speaker, motivation, inspiration. They loved him. They reverenced him. They this, that. Pop shot. Gone. Just like that. That's the curses reversed. That's them curses reversed. Let's get one I'm thinking about is Malachi, right? I think it's Malachi. I think I read it last night. I want to say it's Malachi 5. Let's see. Not we gonna move on. I think it's 3. Micah 3. That's that's not the one I'm thinking about. Let's keep it. Let's go. Skip Obadiah. Skip Isaiah there. Let's go to 14. Isaiah chapter 14 and 24, I think it was. Yeah. Isaiah 14 and 24. The Lord of hosts hath sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. And as I have purposed, so shall it stand, that I will break the Assyrian in my land and upon my mountains, tread him underfoot. Then shall his yoke depart from off them. Then shall his yoke depart from off them, and his burden. And you look up yoke of vines. You look up yoke of vines, man. They starting to delete stuff off the internet. They starting to clean it or sanitize it. However they starting to sanitize certain things and change up certain things. But if you look up yoke of irons and all that, first thing you gonna see is a slave, an American slave with a yoke of iron around his neck. That I will break this Syrian in my land and upon my mountains, tread him underfoot, then shall his yoke depart from off them, and his burden depart from off their shoulders. This is the purpose that is proposed upon the whole earth, and that is the hand that is stretched out upon all nations. For the Lord of hosts have purpose, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? Yeah, ain't nobody gonna be able to do nothing with the Lord, man. When the Lord get the when it comes get busy time, how my man in the Fantastic Four, the thing say it's clobbering time. When it's come clobbering time, ain't gonna be nothing they could do to turn it back. Ain't gonna be nothing they could do to turn it back, man. Nothing they could do to turn it back. Jeremiah, let's get that. 50 and 18. Let's get that. Okay, yeah, we gonna tie Babylon. We gonna tie Babylon and the Edom. Well, after this one, Israel. Jeremiah 30 and 17. Israel is a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. First, the king of Assyria hath devoured him, and last is Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, hath broken his bones. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel: Behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land, as I have punished the king of Assyria. And I will bring Israel again into habitation, and he shall feed on Carmel and Bashar, and his soul shall be satisfied upon Mount Ephraim and Yah. In those days, and in that time, saith the Lord, the iniquity of Israel shall be sought for, and there shall be none. And the sins of Judah, and they shall not be found. For I will pardon them whom I reserve, and I will pardon them who I reserve. Yeah, man. So sooner or later, we gonna get pardoned. We gonna get reserved. We gonna get it. Let's get this while I'm still thinking about it. Psalms, right? 137. Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. Now let's go over here to the end. Let's go Revelation chapter 18 and 2. Then jump down. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every clean and hateful bird. Yeah, man. This place is gonna fall, man. This place is gonna fall, but the curses is gonna hit. And one of the curses is Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is a curse that's going to happen here. And so the Lord going to stir these Edomites up here, and they going to come after us, man. They gonna come after us. So you out there like that sister girl, she out there, she had a whole gun pointed at dude's face like this, but you gonna get this, you gonna literally get this close where the gun is this close to his face like this. What are you doing? What are you doing? You ain't got no reason to jump out your car confronting no man that's bigger than you, stronger than you, with no gun and getting that close. What are you doing? This is not how we gonna get out of here, man. So all this gun shit, all that gun play, that's not that was his thing, man. And you ain't gonna outdo the Lord's will, man. And she lucky he didn't pop her top off. She lucky. Because if somebody put a gun to my head and I wrestle the gun away from them, they probably gonna get shot. They probably gonna get shot. I ain't saying I'm gonna try to kill him, but when the police get down and be like, yo, we was arguing, that fool pulled out a gun on me and I took it from him and shot him. He got shot when I took the gun away from him. She lucky she ain't get popped. The Lord got us, man. The Lord coming to get this place, man. Job 40 and 12. But they don't care. My people don't want to hear the truth of the scripture. They do not want to hear the Bible, man. They do not want to hear it. They say they do, but they don't want to hear it. This fool is pride, the pride of this people, man. Let's go. Arm of the Most High. Let's start at 6, Job 40 and 6. Then answered the Lord unto Job out of the world when it said, gird up thy loins now like a man. Man up out there, man. Man up out there. I had a dude say, he said, yo, I go fishing and I like to use shrimp and crawfish when I go fishing as bait. So am I wrong for touching the shrimp and all of that? Because I know we don't supposed to even be touching it or whatever the case may be, right? And then he posts a precept with the I forget in Leviticus, whatever, 11 something. But I said to him, I said, well, what are you saying? Are you saying you don't want to eat the fish that you feed the shrimp to? I mean, because if that's the case, how could you know any fish what they ate before you got to it or whatever? Then I said, the other thing I said is, you looking into it too deep like that. Then he said, oh, I wasn't talking about that. You was condescending. I was just talking about, well, stop fucking using the shrimp then. What the fuck? You ain't got nothing, no other bait you could use. You could take little baby fish and throw it out there and go fishing with. I said, man, you niggas, man, sensitive ass niggas, man. Sensitive ass niggas, boy. I just said, man, I'm done with it, and I just blocked that dude. I'm like, I'm done conversating with you. I'm done. Have a good day, brother. Job chapter 4 and 6. Then answered the Lord unto Job out of the whirlwind and said, gird up thy loins now like a man. I will demand of thee, and declare thou unto me, and declare thou unto me, wilt thou also disavow my judgment? Wilt thou condemn me that thou mayest be righteous? Hast thou an arm like the Most High, or canst thou thunder with the voice like him? Deck thyself now with majesty and excellency, and array thyself with glory and beauty. Cast abroad the rage of thy wrath, and behold every one that is proud and abased of him. Look on every one that is proud and bring him low, and tread down the wicked in their place. Yeah, man. He ain't say, Job, go beat nobody down. No, Job. Don't worry about my judgment. You can't judge. Don't worry about the judgment I'm gonna do. You just get right with yourself. Get right with these scriptures. Get right with this understanding, man. Understanding of what's gonna happen. And we understand what's gonna happen. Second Edges 8 and 61. And therefore, and therefore is my judgment now at hand. These things have I not shown unto all men, but unto thee and a few like thee. Then answered I and said, Behold, O Lord, now hast thou showed me the multitude of thy wonders, which thou wilt begin to do in the last days, but at what time thou hast not shown me. 9 and 1, second Esdras 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Yeah, man. We getting close to that time, man. Hammer time. We getting close to that time. The Lord get ready to come back and do something to this place, and you can see all the signs, man. You can see all the signs. All the signs is right here, man. They right here. That let's get a couple more. Let's go Psalms 10, Psalms 21, Psalms 21 and 12. Let's go 8. Psalms 21 and 8. Thine hand shall find out all thine enemies. Thy right hand shall find out those that hate thee. Thou shalt make them as a fiery oven. Thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thine anger. The Lord shall swallow them up in his wrath, and the fire shall devour them. Their fruit shall not destroy, their fruit shall thou destroy from the earth, and their seed from among the children of men, for they intend evil against thee. They imagine a mischievous device which they are not able to perform. Therefore, thou shalt not, therefore thou make them turn their back when thou shalt make ready thine arrows upon them, strings against their face, against the face of them, be thou exalted, Lord, in thine own strength, so will we sing and praise thy power. Yeah, when the Lord come back and get us right, man. When the Lord return and get us right, man. Let's get it. Got that one, got that one, got that. Let's try Jeremiah 49 and 16. Those two problems. Let's go 12. Jeremiah 49 and 12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse of all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her, and rise up to the battle. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among all men. Thy terribleness have deceived thee, thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, that holdest the height of the hills, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. Also, Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall the Son of Man dwell in it. Yeah, man. Them plagues, them curses, gonna be put on them, man. And you see it. You see it all over the place. You can feel it. What's that Beanie Siegel song? I can feel it in the air. You can feel it in the air, man. It's changing. The tide is changing. The temperature is changing. Yeah, get a couple more. Let's find a goodie. Let's find a goodie to get on. Let's get over here. I think I want to go close out with that. Got it in my head. Let's go second address. See if I want that one or this one. Yeah, let's go. Let's go second address 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Yeah, these are the words of prophecy. The words of prophecy is this place is going to go down. This place is going to go down. We was given into the hands of our enemies for a certain amount of time, and eventually our enemies are going to go down. And as they go down, they're going to be upset. As they see their society in America going down, they are going to lash out. They are going to get weapons. They are going to be mad. They are going to be looking for someone to blame. And the number one on their list, because the China man be kissing their ass, the Indian man be kissing their ass, even some of the tribes be kissing their ass. The people they gonna blame, number one on the list, as this society crumbles, is the so-called black man and woman. That's the first one they gonna blame. The new cry that they got now is hashtag white man fight back. Enough is enough, white man fight back. The first person that the number one on their blame list is going to be black Americans. That's the number one on their list. That's who they're gonna blame. For that Charlie shit. Blacks. Like, ain't no black people going up to Utah, man, fucking with him. He you know what I'm saying? Even when he was on the HBCUs, he was up there debating black people. Ain't nobody trying to even threaten that man. But he there to Utah got popped online, they was blaming black people. That's who they gonna blame, man. They gonna blame us. Anything that happened. 15. Second Edges 15 and 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, the famine, death, and destruction. So yeah, the destruction at the end. But the plagues, the famine, the sword, all of that's coming. All of that's coming. And you can see it's getting ready. What it say? A sword, tell them a sword is sharpened and furbished and given to the hand of the slayer. The slayer is Esau, our enemies. I will send them against a hypocritical nation, roughly paraphrasing. The rod in their hand is my indignation. The Lord gonna send them, man. It's a matter of time. It's coming, man. These are the words of prophecy that's written in the book, man. A time like never before coming, man. Behold, saith the Lord, I will, second Edges 15 and 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness. Who did he say was the border of wickedness? Malachi 1 and 4. They will be known as the border of wickedness. Esau, Edom. We read that he gonna put all these curses on them that hate thee, man. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Going back to it. That's all the Lord wants. All we got to do is keep calling on the Lord. Keep calling on the Lord. Keep calling on the Lord. The more we call on the Lord, the more this word go out, the more people, the more the elect come back to the understanding of what's going to happen, why we in the situation, what the true names of the Lord is. As we get closer to them times, you're going to see it's going to get hot out here, people. It's going to get hot. It's going to be a pressure cooker. It's going to be a pressure cooker out here. The pressure bust pipes, man. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to slaughter, and I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of that great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. We back. We back. Israel back. And we gonna win. The Lord gonna help us win. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I'm gonna close out, man, with that one, man. Hey, stay on your pivot. How that dude, like that dude, urban TV say, stay on your pivot. Always stay on your pivot. Stay on your pivot out there, Israel. So with that one, I'll say, all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh, Bahashem, Radash. Salute to the men out there teaching the fullness of the scriptures in these times, to the hopeful elect, scattered abroad, unlike into a speckled bird, tabernacle with King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations. I look forward to your rulership in the kingdom to come, where you can own a house and own it. Don't have to pay taxes and they take your house back. to the remnant, men, women, children, and myself. Remain spiritual out there. Shalom, Israel. Shalom.